Hey everyone, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We're continuing our playthrough on the Hutan Pantai map. So I am still early days of recovery from my surgery, hence the no camera at the moment. No big deal, just can't be bothered putting the camera on or be comfortable with it. Anyway, we're going to move on. So we'll start today. Probably just go and check the temple. Let's see where we're at with that. And then we'll work out what we're going to do from there. Alright, so the temple wants planks long and wood beams. Right, we've got enough wood beams, but we need planks long. Alright. Do we even have... God, where's something close? That's not close. Now, let's drive this tractor over and actually see what our sawmill is doing. I don't even know, actually, is it even doing anything? We might not even have any wood in it. I haven't checked in a while. How's our trees going? 11.6 meters. They have not changed. So I think they're still not ready. And we have a little bit of wood in there. Not much though. Which is not great. Alright. But what else do we have? Now, there was a couple of things I was thinking of. We are in serious debt, but the problem is I want to keep pushing this forward. I can see us getting out of debt. It's just... I don't want to be bored either. So there's actually nothing to plant right now. But we have a lot of this straw. We have a lot of stuff, which is a bit annoying. What I had a thought of was this. Right, I still want to get rid of this. And we're not getting anywhere near enough buffalo milk. Now, that could still be because we don't have enough buffalo. I'd have to have a look. Hang on, what do we got? It is full, but 20 of them are only 1 month old. So we still don't have the full thing, but I'm still not convinced that one is enough. I think we need to have 2. And we obviously, no, we also wanted to do the chickens. Because we were talking about that, doing our noodles. So I need to get rid of this for a start. This will be the first step. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Now, I don't really know what texture we want, but we at least want to smooth all this out because it's going to have that ridge. Can we get rid of that ridge? Geez, some of it doesn't really want to go, does it? Okay, so if we wanted to do another cow one, now if we want to match, I think it's this one. And I'd want to hope that we could drive around that. But we don't have enough money. So fortunately, before we can do anything, we need to borrow more money. And at some point, we need to pay this money back because, yeah, we are in debt quite a lot. But as I said, I really want to have fun with this and not be bored with it. Like, once we start producing this stuff, I think we will... I reckon we can make a fair bit of money. It's just getting there. Alright, I'm going to hope that's a good place for it. Do you want to customize? No. Yes. Yes to the meadow. Right, and then we want chickens. You know, we have these ones here, and let me have a look. So you fill up the grain on the left, and the eggs come out on the right. Just trying to think, what would work better? Or would you be better off going sideways? It won't let that happen. Could we do two? Would it be worth doing two? Or is that ridiculous? Unfortunately, I'd have to borrow more money. Now we need to obviously buy the livestock as well. We need to make sure we do that. Otherwise, there'll be nothing in there. We can definitely do two. We need to make sure we have enough room. Okay, let's do some... What is that? Animal mud? That's dirt. Let's go with the dirt look. Alright, let's get over there. We're nowhere near there. Get on the ground and have a look. It's a long run. Hopefully, yeah, okay, there's definitely enough drive through there. Yeah, we could get vehicles through that. That's fine. Can we get behind it? Well, let's open these doors too. Oh yeah, easy. Beautiful. Alright, we just need some animals now. So, for this one here, we also want the water buffalo. Now, because we're broke, I guess we're going to buy... Well, hang on. If we buy... What did we do? We bought half last time and let them breed, didn't we? So if you buy all at 0, it's 12,000. That's 29. 63. But if you bought half... Whoops. You could be getting some milk, and they could also breed. Okay, let's do that. I don't know if it's the smartest decision, but that's what we're going to do. And then we got chickens. So we'll buy one rooster. Okay, I am going to buy... These guys we don't have food for them yet. Wait, can you not? Oh, that's fine. We'll just buy the maximum single shot. Like, they won't be full. But they'll get full. I mean, we can buy... should we just buy the rest? Let's just buy the rest. Just got to do it in 2 purchases. Alright, so we have our water buffalo, and we should have some chickens. There we go. Little baby chickens, and little baby chickens, and a rooster in each. Now let's work out what is the best approach. Is it down here? It is down here. Okay, what I want us to do is I want to turn off this machine. Whoops. I only want to have it running when I actually want it running, because I think it's just running. Oh no, it's inactive. Okay. I thought I had it running all the time, but no. This is the problem with this thing having the fuel right where it is. I don't want to refuel. Because every time I line up to this, I'm also lined up to the fuel tank. Which is really, it's really annoying. Because it's the same button. Which means I can't fill up the trailer if it wants fuel. Jeez, I forgot how much these take. Now, did we put straw in the other? We did have some straw, but it could do with more straw, but it is just, unless we're going to make manure, it's cosmetic. Alright, there we go. You're full. Let's dump this back in the machine. Okay, let's grab some straw. So we'll fill up the straw, may as well. I think we got a lot left over. And we'll see if we got anything we can feed the chickens. So I actually baled up the last bit of grass you can see over in the field way down the bottom there. And that was because the silage pit's already got silage still in it. We'd sort of run out of room, so I thought, well, I'll bale them up. But then I realised I didn't have anything to pick them up with anymore. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know what to do with it yet. And that's when I was thinking about obviously adding some more water buffaloes and doing the chickens. Not that that had anything to do with silage, but... Alright, so you guys are now good. Chickens. Do we have anything? No, it doesn't think we have anything anywhere. Which is fine, they just won't produce any eggs, but that's why I bought them young anyway. We do have, pretty sure we've got fields ready, not ready, but fields growing. Hopefully to feed the chickens. Okay, what am I doing with this? I have no idea. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That trailer just flicked out like mad. Wherever I park this is going to be in the way of something. Always is. Let me have a look. So what do we got? So with the cow one, so we can obviously turn this back on now that we've emptied some out. We want to do the one with mineral feed. Now we have straw laying there, so we can clean that up. And I want to try and empty that silage pit. That looks better. Probably can't empty all of this into the machine, but it's a start. Oh, we did get it all in there. Okay. Alright, and then we have silage, which, again, I don't know if I'm going to fill it up yet. I'll let it process for a while first. Alright, so what do we want to do now? Let's have a look. So we can't do anything more with the animals, I don't think. Do we have any... Okay, we don't have any milk in either, so don't worry about that. We've got a ton of slurry in there. I don't know. Do I have... I don't think I have a slurry machine, do I? Like I said, there's no crops to plant. It does say buffalo mozzarella is like at its peak, but is it actually? Well, I wouldn't say peak. January is peak. It's like it's not low, but and then there's the slurry. Hang on, let me just check. Do we have a vehicle somewhere? Problem is, I get lose track of all our vehicles, especially running with the two maps. Sometimes I confuse one to the other. So let me just see. So we've got water. We should have a milk. One we use for milk, which I was going to say we could probably put slurry in, but I don't know if you can actually. Anyway, that's the milk one. Okay, we don't have slurry. We could sell it, but oh God, is it really worth buying a tanker just for that? I don't know if I really want to get to the what do you call it? I don't know if I want to use it to fertilize and stuff like I've done on the other map. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced that it's really that big a deal. Where is it? I'm missing it. Why does it come under? Hang on, slurry tankers. Or there's slurry transport. Hang on, slurry tankers. What's that? That's 8.2. Okay, got dedicated machines. Tanks transport liquids. That's 15 for 37,000. 15 for 37. We got 8 for 31. Are you really going to make your money back? Well, we could finance it. Alright, let's go pick it up. I just don't know if you need to empty it. Like, does production stop or slow down because the slurry is full? I don't know. See, it's one of those things in real life. If you didn't empty it, there'd be a serious problem. Because the cows are not going to stop. Or sorry, the buffalo are not going to stop creating slurry. So where's it going to go if your tank's full or your whatever storage mechanism, waste trap, whatever it is that's in the shed, if that's full, where's it going to go? It's just going to overflow and flood the entire area. But I don't know how they handle it with the game. Do they just ignore it and go, well, if you don't want to deal with it, once it's full, it just stays full, but it's fine, it has no impact? Or do they sort of go, well, since you won't empty it, well, the cows will stop producing milk or slow down? Or if you know the answer to that, please share, because I'd love to have your opinion on it. Obviously, I have already financed this tank, so I am going to be emptying it. And because I bought this one, I guess we'll just sell it. I mean, it's not like it's going to make us... It's not going to be a profitable thing, but it's just well, we'll get rid of it. We could, if we got very profitable and had a lot of money and paid our debts off, you know, we could buy the, what do they call it? Is it a BGA? I can't remember what the term is. I'd have to look at it. Or build one close to home, which you could then produce. I think it produces like electricity and digestate and whatever else, which, you know, turns the waste product into something more financially viable, I guess would be the term. Okay, is it this one here? I think it is, yeah. That's definitely the symbol. Okay, so that should allow... it's not going to allow much, is it? I was going to say that should allow the buffalo a bit of room with the slurry, but not massive. Just wondering if we should go and sell one load, even though it's not best selling time. And then fill the tank up again, and then that'll add a nice little buffer. Biogas plant. Yeah, 111 is the top price. Take your pick. Depends. Can you actually sell there? Where's the flashing dot? Oh, there it is, the blue up there. And the other one would be right down in the bottom right corner. Whoops. Alright, well, let's go for a drive. Definitely our finances is what's holding us back the most on this map at the moment. But as I keep saying, the costs on this map for what we've done are pretty high, and I've borrowed a lot of money. But the payback is absolutely enormous. If we can get those buffalo making buffalo mozzarella in decent quantity, we'll make money in no time. It's just, yeah, unfortunately, gotta have a bit of patience. And I don't have any patience. That's why I keep borrowing money. Now, just like the Riverbed Springs map that we're playing, I do want to start buying new equipment. I would like to get, you know, nice big harvesters, get the big mower, all the good stuff. Would like to get there, but we'll have to see, because our main focus is obviously just making what we're making, which is Asian sort of theme, and finishing the temple. And just experiencing as much of the game as we can and want to experience before we move on to another map, where we'll experience more things. Because as I've said several times, I already have a plan in my head for at least probably 3 maps. Like the next one would be... Shit, which way do I go? The next one will be the... It starts with Z or Z, whatever you want to say. I can't remember the name of the map. But that one I was going to base it on sort of a European sort of theme, like even French. I mean, obviously it's not French, but I was going to base it on that and do things like olives and grapes and anything else that sort of suited that process. Then there was another map that looked like it was based around a logging type thing, which $1,492 we just made. Whoa. Yeah, I think there was another map they released which was more around forestry, so that would be interesting to do. Like, you just get really serious into forestry. And then there was another one that was a lot more big and open, and I wanted to basically go into that and use base it not necessarily around the products, but base it on using the Nexat machinery packs and just experience all of that. There's also the Macdon pack, which I also have access to, but I just can't. I can't really find a desire. Like, I want to get the machine, but I just can't justify. Because it seems to mainly do. Well, you can do mowing. And then it's all about windrowing and that. It's about increasing your yield of your, like, say, wheat crops and straw and that sort of stuff. So, I don't know. It just doesn't seem game changing to me. It's like it doesn't scream, you have to use me type thing. I don't know. I'm not saying we won't use it. We might. But the Nexat thing, at least, that looks a lot different. It's like very unique. But I did enjoy when I think when I did a contract and they gave you the Macdon machine for mowing. It was a really good machine to drive for mowing. It's just not. It's not massive. Like the width of the mowing is not huge. It's not going to change how fast you can get through the mowing and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, there's some of the ideas I have. And each one of those maps, I believe, probably has its own little, challenge. Like like we have the temple on this one. The Riverbed Springs, we had the grain elevator at the playground. I haven't looked into what the other maps have, but I'm sure they have something. So that will... That in itself does sort of change your farm style, because even if you have this grand vision of, let's say the European map, I'm going to do olives and grapes, and then you find out that you've got to build this thing that requires concrete, wood and everything else, well then if you want to do that, you need to have a production to make concrete, wood and everything else. So it does sort of set the theme for your farm a little bit, or at least add to it. Alright, so given the bit of room for some slurry there, like I said, I don't know if it's going to change anything or whatever else. I don't think we have anything else to do this month. Cement factory's full. That's got enough of everything. Yeah. That's going to run out of milk, but we got to get that buffalo milk up a lot more. The grain mill, that does have wheat. Now, what is that doing? That's storing. We are going to do noodles, but we've got to get eggs, I think. Let's have a look. Is that all we need? So if we want to do noodles, where the heck are the noodles? Here they are. Noodle soup. We can either do flour or rice flour. And they both just need eggs. So if we can get tons of eggs in here, then we can do either. And at the moment, what do we have? We have both flour and rice flour. So we can do both types of noodles. And then I think we've pretty much covered off the majority of what we would want to do from an Asian point of view, in my eyes anyway. I mean, it's not that that's all that Asians eat. I mean, Asians eat plenty of food. It's just concept. Alright, let's go drive over to the farm, and I think let's just have a sleep. Let's move on to the next month. I think we're just wasting a bit of time here. Now, there's probably not going to be anything to do for the next few months, actually, because it's going to be winter. Yeah, we got to make sure we go cover those costs. And it's raining. Right, we are in November, so there is absolutely nothing to plant. That's always good to see. And what do we even have? So we have long grain rice there. Well, do we? We have wheat. We don't own that. That one... Yeah, we're in a little bit of a mixed bag state here because I haven't planted anything in those. That's growing. Okay, so we can fertilize the wheat. And what's 33? Hang on. Is that just grass? Yeah, 33 is grass. Okay, we got one planks came out of there. And then we probably ran out of wood. I think that long grain rice needs to be cultivated. Or no, actually, no, it doesn't, because we've got direct drill for that. It's only the regular grass that we can't direct drill. Okay. If you learn to steer... check that's working. Yep. So we'll quickly get this done, and then we might have some... We'll do as much as we can, see what is available to us, if anything. Problem is, when you get to the winter month, or the winter months, there's a lot of skipping forward, but you can't just blindly skip forward. We have to do a lot of... We need to do, you know, we need to make sure that we do the animal care each day before we skip. Otherwise we'll end up with a disaster. Yeah, because we want those water buffaloes to be basically growing healthy and making milk. And I'd really like to keep that temple moving forward, which means getting wood into that sawmill. But I left planting those trees a little bit too late, I think, and they're not growing quick enough. Yeah, we could chop them down as they are. We just won't get anywhere near as much wood as what we could if we actually let them grow to their full state. But I'm not sure how long away that is. Hang on. Okay, we've done that bit. Let's move on to this bit. I'll just probably have to find one of our existing fields and just go chopping down the natural trees that are already on them or around them, and drag them over to the sawmill. I love the rain. It's probably the... It's weird. It's the weather that I like the most. Now, I don't like to be out in rain, getting wet, but I like the sound of rain. I like the temperature, because I don't generally like too hot. I prefer it cooler. Whoops. I did not mean to jump out. But definitely the sound of it, the sound of the thunder, everything else. I really enjoy that. But I don't like getting wet. So definitely don't like being out in it. Okay, we got one more strip, but while I do that strip, I think we're going to call it the end of this video because we've run out of time. So let me know your thoughts, opinions, any comments, anything at all. Put it down there in the comments. Love to read them. Anything particular you think I should do on the farm, anything I'm doing wrong. You know, let me know. If there's something particular you want to see, I'd love to hear it. And I can't guarantee I'll do it, but you know, obviously I'll try. I like to try things and like to experience things in the game. So if you have any great ideas, do let me know and we'll see how we go with it. And if you're enjoying the content, please do consider subscribing, hit that like button, and check out the channel membership join button below if you want to support the channel further, get early access to these videos and some other perks. Say hi in the comments, let me know you're watching. I read all the comments, answer them all as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.